Hello, I'm Sneha Koshi. India has sent a strong message to China during the first meeting of defense ministers of the two nations since the Galwan incident, underscoring the need for peace and tranquility at the border. New Delhi said violation of existing agreements has eroded the entire basis of bilateral relations.
The message which the Defence Ministry has come out with, which is what was conveyed to the Chinese general, is, I think, the strongest message that India has ever conveyed to China in recent times, where they have said, and I quote, Mr. Rajnath Singh reiterated that violation of existing agreements has eroded the entire basis of the bilateral relationship, and that disengagement at the border will logically be followed by de-escalation. Another important statement, the Raksha Mantri categorically conveyed that the development of relations between India and China is premised on prevalence of peace and tranquility at the borders. Now, they've said this before, but I think it's the use of words right now which has really changed what the entire situation is. And I think that's what India and China need to actually look at very closely. The key point over here is the language which has been used by the Indian side, and that language perhaps reflects a greater confidence in our own infrastructure build-up on our side. In 2020, a lot of it did not exist. The message may be considered the same, but the use of the words over here stronger than it's been perhaps any time in the last 2 years.
Adma Krishnaiah, the daughter of the IAS officer murdered in Bihar 29 years ago, has appealed to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to intervene about the release of Anand Mohan Singh, the man jailed in the case. A gangster turned politician, Anand Mohan Singh was released at 3 a.m. on Thursday following a tweak in the jail rules of the state. The matter has turned into a huge political controversy, with the top body of IAS officers in the country and leaders of the BJP criticizing the Nitish Kumar government.
Murder convict Anand Mohan out of jail in the dark, well before sunset. His release from Saharsa jail today after 16 years was made possible by the Bihar government changing a key rule. The Don turned politician instigated a mob which killed an IAS officer, G. Krishnaiah, in 1994, the DM of Gopalganj. His release has caused a political war in Bihar. The BJP says it's done by the Nitish government to garner Rajput votes ahead of 2024 elections, although some in the party welcome the release.
आपने जेल मैनुअल को ट्वीक किया, उसमें संशोधन किया, उसमें सुधार किया, केवल 2024 के लोकसभा चुनाव में वोट लेने के लिए अपराधियों को छोड़ा गया.
However, Deputy Chief Minister Tejasvi Yadav says it's done legally.
अपना सजा जो है उन्होंने काटा है, जो लीगल तरीका है, कानूनी तरीका है, उससे वो रिया हो अपने सजा काट.
In fact, Bihar's Chief Secretary has justified his release, saying it's done after seeing Anand Mohan's overall report.
हर व्यक्ति को, हर संगठन को अपनी राय व्यक्त करने का अधिकार है. लोग अपनी राय दे रहे हैं.
The Don's supporters in Saharsa hail him as hero.
ये एक अच्छे इंसान हैं, राम जी हैं हमारे, और ये जो निकले हैं और बहुत कुछ होने वाला है, इस समाज का कल्याण होने वाला है, और ये वो एक जनमानस के नेता हैं.
Not just in Saharsa, in Mohan's native village, hundreds gathered to catch his glimpse. They say for them it's like Ram coming back from exile.
आप भी राजपूत हैं? आप राजपूत हैं, तो आप वोट देंगे इनके नाम पे?
क्यों नहीं देंगे?
हाँ, सरकार को वोट देंगे इनके नाम पे?
इनके नाम पर वोट देंगे.
Though not everyone in his village agrees.
हमको तो नहीं लगता है कि यहाँ पे लोगों के लिए कुछ काम किया है. जो बात है, अगर काम होता तो आप कहीं पे भी जाइए, पूछिए जाकर के, आपको शायद कोई नहीं बताएगा कि यहाँ पे काम आनंद मोहन पर्सनली यहाँ पे कुछ किए हैं.
Anand Mohan's son Chetan Anand claims his father was wrongly convicted.
कोर्ट का जो आदेश था उसको हम लोगों ने बिल्कुल माना, पूरी सजा कंप्लीट की हम लोगों ने. एंड टुडे वी आर मतलब after 16 long years he's out.
A big political war between the BJP and the current ruling government on the ground, where the BJP is actually attacking the government, saying that you cannot release a hardened criminal. In fact, what we are learning that G. Krishnaya's wife is also going to urge to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Murmu against the release of Anand Mohan. But as far as mood on the ground is concerned, there are posters being put up and he is being hailed as the hero, as Shere Bihar. With camera person Habib, I'm Tanushri Pandey for NDTV from Saharsa in Bihar.
Amid cries and loud chanting of Bharat Mata Ki Jai, wreaths were laid on Thursday at the bodies of 10 police personnel and a civilian driver who died in a blast carried out by Maoists in Chhattisgarh's Dantewada district. NDTV has accessed an exclusive video that captures the moments right after the explosion, even as several questions remain unanswered. A policeman moving into position to fire at rebels minutes after a massive blast killed 11 of his colleagues. The short video, shot by another policeman who had taken cover under a vehicle after the blast, also shows the site of the explosion. In the video, a chilling reality, a voice is heard amidst gunshots. The blast left a crater about 10 feet deep. Towards the end of the clip, gunshots can be heard. The policeman who shot the video spoke exclusively to NDTV.
टोटल कितनी गाड़ी थी पूरे काफिले में?
काफिले में सामने एक पिकअप थी,
हाँ हाँ,
बाद मेरी स्कॉर्पियो थी,
हाँ हाँ,
तो होने के बाद तूफान जो फोर्स गार्ड थी वो सामने आई, वो ब्लास्ट हुई उसके बाद।
अच्छा, तो ये क्या आमा पंडुम के लिए वहाँ लड़के रोक रहे थे क्या? या आप लोगों ने नहीं देखा क्योंकि आगे गाड़ी ब्लास्ट हो गया था?
हाँ हाँ,
आमा पंडुम के लिए रोका था उन लोगों को?
हाँ, उससे पहले रोका गया था 100 मीटर।
तो उस टाइम कोई बचा था या कोई भी नहीं बच पाया? सीधे ब्लास्ट में सब उड़ गए आपके साथी?
ब्लास्ट में सब हो गए थे,
सब खत्म हो गए
थे। जो पीछे बैठे थे शायद वो गेट के वो खुलने की वजह से आ गए थे, वो भी बाद में उनकी उठे।
The blast, which took place in Dantewada, is the biggest Maoist strike in Chhattisgarh in the past 2 years. Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel shouldered a coffin of one of the Jawans.
ये शहादत बेकार नहीं जाएगी, बल्कि और तेजी के साथ ये लड़ाई और लड़ी जाएगी।
Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel said the fight against Maoists was in its final phase and that the rebels will not be spared. Questions have been raised over why a road opening patrol did not sanitize the route that a convoy of DRG took before Maoists ambushed them. The basic aim of the exercise is to prevent such attacks and ambushes. Why were the policemen of the District Reserve Guard travelling in a rented van and not an armoured vehicle? A local festival popular with children called Amapandum was being celebrated some 100 meters from the ambush site, but nobody took a note of the gathering. Sources say Maoists forced the locals to hold the festival near the ambush site as cover for the attack. Vehicles slowed down near such gatherings as many children tend to be around the road. DRG personnel used to walk down the route, but they have been using four-wheelers for the past few months. The DRG's operations manual, however, does not recommend road opening patrols and other field teams to use four-wheelers. The police used the same vehicles in the recent past, and that might have helped the attacker identify, track and ambush them. The attack happened barely 700 meters from the Arunpur police station, yet sources say the Maoists managed to dig a foxhole nearby and plant a large bomb. Experts feel there was also a lack of human intelligence.
जिस आईडी महोदय का एक पुराना मोडस ऑपरेंडी, एक पुराना तौर तरीका है, जिसमें पूर्व में भी हमारा काफ़ी नुकसान हुआ, लेकिन हर ऑपरेशन में आवश्यक सावधानी बरतते हुए फिर उस चुनौती को सामने करके हम लोग आगे बढ़ते थे.
Amid cries and loud chanting of Bharat Mata Ki Jai, wreaths were laid on Thursday at the bodies of 10 police personnel and the civilian driver.
Darbhad Division Committee, a sub-committee of the Maoists that operates in and around Aranpur, took the responsibility of the attack. They were holding meetings in different villages for an attempted revival. The last big attack carried out by the Darbhad Divisional Committee was during Lok Sabha elections when they killed BJP MLA Bhima Mandavi, and as per sources, area commander Manju was also present at the spot. With Zulfikar, Vikas Tiwari and camera person Rizwan Khan, Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
The centre has told the Supreme Court, which is hearing arguments on a clutch of pleas seeking legal sanction for same-sex marriages, that arguments about freedom of sexual orientation and autonomy may be raised in future to challenge incest prohibition. It will be far-fetched. The 5-judge Constitution bench headed by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud observed, also asking key questions on the centre on how can same-sex couples avail social benefits.
That I am attracted to my sister. I get we are consenting adults. We are entering into activities within the privacy, and we claim our right of autonomy, our right of choice, and our right of doing something in private domain. Based on that very argument, I am posing a question to myself: can someone not challenge this definition itself? Why this restriction?
That look, if the court were to go into the legislative arena, you've made a very powerful argument on that, look, you'll be legislating. This is not your remit. This is for Parliament or the state legislatures under entry 5 as we put up front. But short of that, our law has gone so far now. Now what does the government want to do to ensure that these cohabitatory relationships, if I can call it that, the relationships based on cohabitation, on association, Brother Narasimha says, they must be recognized in terms of creating conditions of security, social welfare. And to ensure, by doing that, we also ensure that for the future, that these relationships cease to be ostracized in society.
And situation is 10 in Manipur's Churachandpur district ahead of Chief Minister Rajnath Singh's visit on Friday. According to reports, a group of unruly mob members vandalized the venue of Chief Minister Rajnath Singh's event. And I'm being joined by my colleague Ratnadeep. Ratnadeep, what is the situation currently? Give us details.
Well, the situation at this moment also remains very tense. In fact, the visuals that that are coming in from Churachandpur clearly suggest that a lot of properties in that venue where the Chief Minister would have attended a government event tomorrow have been set on fire. In fact, we have those visuals, and there are visuals of a group of unruly miscreants, unruly mob, also breaking chairs and other properties in that venue. So in between, what has happened is that some of the pressure groups, some of the tribal civil society groups have also called for a shutdown in the Kuki tribe dominated areas, particularly in Churachandpur district. In fact, the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum has called for a strike, for a shutdown in Churachandpur from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They're saying this is a mark of non-cooperation with all government-related programs, and why they're doing so is because what they have said in their press release is that they have submitted several memorandums to the government of Manipur for voicing the grievances of the tribal people pertaining to reserve forests, protected forests, wetlands, wildlife, eviction from the villages, and recently there have been demolition of a few church in different areas of the state, which the government claims were on encroached land, but the tribal forum says that this is something which has deeply hurt the sentiments of the tribals in Manipur, and therefore they are miffed with the government. And it seems that since the Chief Minister was to attend a government program in Churachandpur, section of the crowd, or what police is saying, miscreants have set a lot of properties around that same venue on fire. So at this moment, the situation remains very tense in Churachandpur district of Manipur, and the civil society groups have called for a shutdown as well tomorrow.
All right, Ratnadeep, thank you for those details. A shutdown being called for on Friday. Amid continuing protests, India's top wrestlers, the Indian Olympic Association has appointed a 3-member ad hoc committee to run day-to-day affairs of the Wrestling Federation of India, or WFI. Meanwhile, Indian Olympic Association chief PT Usha has strongly criticized the public protest by wrestlers over alleged sexual harassment by Wrestling Federation India boss Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, a BJP MP who has denied the allegations and indicated he will fight fiercely to prove he is innocent.
हमारा एथलेटिक कमीशन है, वो लोगों को पहले थोड़ा तो डिसिप्लिन तो होना चाहिए, है ना? तो they should come to us earlier if they have a real problem. Instead of coming to us, they are gone straight away to street. No, it is not good for the sports, not only for the residents.
Day 5 of wrestlers' protest, and there have been some major developments today. PT Usha has reacted to the protest, and along with her, Anurag Thakur has also reacted to the protest. Now, I am joined by Sakshi Malik, who is at the forefront of this protest since the very beginning. साक्षी जी, सबसे पहले आप क्या बोलना चाहेंगी? पीटी उषा के जो कमेंट्स रहे हैं दैट इनडिसिप्लिन है ये प्रोटेस्ट, उसके ऊपर आप क्या कहना चाहेंगी?
देखो, सबसे पहले तो हम यहाँ बैठते ही नहीं अगर फैसला अच्छा होता। जो भी कमेटी में बयान दे के आई है लड़कियाँ, लड़के जो कि ऑन रिकॉर्ड है, वीडियो बन रही थी वहाँ पे, तो और जो कमेटी के मेंबर्स थे वो भी रो रहे थे लड़कियों को चुप कराने के लिए, फीमेल मेंबर्स, कि हम आपको न्याय दिलाएंगे, लेकिन कहाँ दिलाया न्याय? हमारी तो नहीं सुनी गई, तो उसके बाद मजबूरन हमें यहाँ बैठना पड़ा। और रही बात अनडिसिप्लिन की, तो एक एथलीट इतनी ऊपर तक तभी पहुँच पाता है जब वो डिसिप्लिन में होता है पूरा। तो आज बड़ी निराशा हुई, बड़ा दुख हुआ ये सुन के कि एक महिला होके भी वो महिलाओं का दर्द नहीं समझ रही हैं, क्योंकि मैं बचपन से उनको फॉलो करती हूँ और हमेशा से ये था कि उन्होंने अपने देश का नाम रोशन किया तो मुझे भी उन जैसा बनना है, लेकिन वो भी इतना अनसेंसिटिव और ये सब बयान देते हैं तो दिल को बड़ा ठेस पहुँची। आज पूरा दिन से ठेस पहुँच रही है।
Eminent citizens, friends and family gathered in Lucknow to pay tribute to NDTV's award-winning journalist Kamal Khan. Known for his outstanding reportage of Uttar Pradesh politics and elegant language, Kamal Khan died at his home in Lucknow last year after suffering a heart attack. He was with NDTV for over 3 decades.
वो इंसान जिससे मेरे कोई पर्सनल रिलेशन नहीं थे, अगर मुझसे किसी ने कहा कि भाई आप पैसा जलसा है वहां जाएंगे, वो क्या चीज थी मुझे लाई? ये एक इंस्टिंक्ट है। बहुत सारे आते हैं स्टेज पे और स्क्रीन पे बोलने वाले, लेकिन कोई बात कमाल खान में थी कि जो कन्वे होती थी कि ये आदमी डायलॉग नहीं बोल रहा है, ये आदमी पंचलाइंस नहीं बोल रहा है, ये आदमी वो बोल रहा है जो इसके सच्चे दिल से निकल रहा है, इसके अंदर कोई ड्रामा नहीं है।
NDTV deeply misses Kamal Khan. Thank you for watching.